This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com. Hey, can you believe they're doing another season of Angel Chronicles podcast?
Totally can't.
I know, we actually came through on our promise and did it another summer. Hey, that's right, because hey, we're here, we're back. Angel Chronicles, season 2, current Angel season 2, episode 2. Are you now, or have you ever been?
No.
Lilith has never had a soul. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me as always is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith.
I don't know. Do you have the problem like I do with like whenever any TV show has like those long titles?
Yes.
It's like keep it like 1 to 3 words.
Yeah, seriously. Unless it's like a good reference. This is not a good reference.
Yeah, it was like one line. I mean, I understand the time frame the flashbacks were happening in, and it was actually, but besides that, it was just a line that was said on the TV, you know.
Yeah, like I said, unless it's a good reference and a good payoff.
I think it was just an analogy to certain real life events.
Of course. It's weird because this episode is written by Tim Minear, which is like the showrunner, the top executive, and I usually like his episodes, but this feels so weird. This is like a weird Angel episode.
Well, yeah.
Is it just me?
Well, like, I mean, yeah, it is weird because like half of it is like flashback, and it's like, you know,
we've had that before, but maybe it's the time frame. What's actually like going on with Angel? I don't know. It's just something that was just like, oh no.
Well, I mean, in the flashbacks, he's being extra mopey. You know, he's only had his soul back for a couple decades.
Yeah, I think the brood factor was like cranked up to the max. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It's just something about this episode. I'm just like,
It's just like, you know, if you really want to avoid human contact that bad, what couldn't he have like found some place where he could live by himself, not in the middle of this hotel?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I get it. We got to set this place up. This is going to be our base of operations until season 5.
Yeah.
So
for the next 3 this season, next season, season after, yes.
We got to build up some history. We got to make it special. I get it.
It was a house of evil. Now it'll be a house for good.
One word for you, Jasmine. So yeah.
Well, no, that's what Angel said at the end of the
episode. I know what their intentions were, but boy, were their intentions literally paved on the path to hell.
Oh, I mean, we'll get there in 2 more years, but it's like
hashtag Wolfram and Hart were right.
I mean, the whole end of season 4 wasn't a lot of that because Charisma was pregnant or something in real life.
Yeah, we'll get there, but let's just dive in because this episode is basically all about the Hyperion Hotel.
Yes.
You know that's what we're alluding to here. So yeah.
Yeah,
Angel asked Wesley and Cordelia to look into the quote unquote, because you guys can't see me, mysterious history of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, why is Angel interested?
Couldn't he just say it's like it's demon infested? You know, there's some kind of demon or evil spirit here. Wouldn't that have been, you know, but he couldn't even say that.
I know. I guess it's his hashtag guilt. I don't know.
Maybe he was just worried they were going to find him in one of those old pictures. It's not that vampires don't photograph, just that they don't photograph well.
I think it was just Angel, his broody face. Didn't photograph well. But yeah.
And then like that bellboy, if you looked at him, his eyes are dead inside and he's all afraid of him, which I mean, I could see the being a little bit, but it's like, it's not like he's...
It's LA. Everybody's eyes are dead.
I know. And I'm just like, you know, he doesn't look like, you know, he's a pretty boy. You know, it's like, how afraid of him could you be?
He's not a fancy man.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, unless he actually like beat that bellboy, I'm like, why is he so afraid of him? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. 217.
Have some meaning?
I don't know. Does it? It might be in my notes later. We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah. I do like the cinematography of it all, but I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems weird. Well, the whole purpose of this episode was set up for for the hotel, which would play a big part for, like I said, next 3 seasons.
Yes.
But I forget, like when he actually moves in, I mean, this would be like basically flogging himself. But I mean, does he go back to room 217? I forget.
I feel like that's the room that he took up. Spoilers, #spoilers, when they do actually move in. I want to say, but I can't remember right now for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the Shining's room number. That's why it's like it's a horror reference. Yes, it's the Shining reference. Room 217.
There's Johnny.
Yes. And it's like the bellboy's talking about room 17. That's what it's the allusion to. Okay, yes, okay. Yes. It's all coming back to me now. So anyway, let's just dive in. After he asks for research, we kind of get that flashback to the bellhop or whatever, and they're talking about how he makes them uneasy and all that crap.
Well, yeah, that's what leads into the credits. Is like, they're like, he's like, oh, I'm so afraid of this guy, and then he leaves the.
Then the door opens. I'm just like, what is this, Goodfellas?
I know, just to get the suspenseful music, and then they pan up and it's Angel.
He lives his life in the hotel quietly, doesn't interact or acknowledge people, especially there's so much shady, seedy activity going on.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of people hiding here in the 50s. What was it? Was it 50s?
The 50s, 1952.
Yeah, I mean, because the one guy was, what was he, a movie star, and he was gay and he didn't want to get outed, and one guy was like seeing prostitutes, and then there's what's her face who Angel finds in his room who robbed the bank.
Yeah, claiming to be a maid. He's like, no, you're not.
Look, you don't work here. You're the wrong color.
Your sheets are dirty. There's no cleaning trolley outside the door. This hotel also has no maids. Like, seems like anyway, it's kind of dirty.
Yeah, I don't think we saw one. What, except for the guy, like the bellboy, and like the guy behind the desk. I don't think we saw any employees.
Exactly. And then he's like, I don't care about your drama, and literally like just pushes her out the door, like later lady.
After he beats the guy.
Oh, Judy. Good old Judy. Never trust a broad named Judy.
Yes, hey.
Only if she's a dame, you see. Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. What was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say.
Oh, then we kind of cut back to Angel stands outside the door and he's just thinking about it. And then Cordelia and Wesley find out that it closed in like 1979 when Ronald took a shotgun and killed every guest. Yikes.
Going room to room, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is declared a historical landmark, which just makes me scratch my head a little bit because they were allowed to like buy it and take up residence in a historical landmark that big. I'm just gonna move on. It's not how that works. I'm just gonna move on.
Well, it's LA too. They might have greased the right palms too.
I don't know how it was declared a historical landmark. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it was probably at that point. It's probably like, because didn't Cordelia say they were trying to find someone to buy it for 10 years? I mean, no one was taking it because that vibe. So maybe they were just
well, no, it has a history of the murderous history, and it goes way back.
Well,
which we learned
when they were building it in 29. They said
that, one of the roofers jumped off to his death and took his coworkers down with him. Yeah. What a jerk. It's like, first of all, if you want to jump, that's your business. Literally, do not drag me into it.
Wow. I mean, there were supernatural things involved here.
Yes, of course.
I mean, jumping off the building is selfish anyway, because I mean, what if you land on somebody, or, even if you don't, just like you've scarred someone who's seen you splat on the ground,
Yeah.
Mental scars.
So they're curious about why he's asked to investigate, but then right then they kind of like find that photograph and they're like, oh, this is personal. But why didn't he want to disclose this information? We won't learn until literally like 3/4 of the way through, but it's fine.
He was there.
So yeah, Angel's in his room brooding while he's drinking blood.
Yeah.
What kind of blood?
Jordan says human blood. So I would assume he got that from what, the hospital or the blood bank or something.
I don't think even in 1952 they were putting. I don't know.
Yeah, but it was labeled human blood, so
I know. Maybe it's so he didn't get it confused with the bunny blood or whatever.
I don't know the label. I don't know why it seemed medical to me. So I thought maybe it was a hospital or.
We'll go with that.
What about that scene in the beginning when Cordelia's getting everyone drinks? They're still working out of her apartment. She gives Angel a cup of blood, and he's like, "I think it's bad. It's congealed." No, I put cinnamon in it. I can't try something new.
Ugh.
Cinnamon blood.
I know, that sounds terrible. Ugh, gross. Moving on.
So in the 50s, he's sitting in that hotel room and, like a drunk, but instead of drinking, killing himself with beer or something, it's blood.
Yeah. Okay. So my least favorite part of this episode is the polka music. And then the guy, I was like, if I was listening to polka, I would take a handgun and commit suicide too.
Oh.
Jeez. Polka music is the worst. I'm sorry. It is.
Yeah, but there's probably more people listening to it in 52, though.
I guess.
There wasn't much music around, Lilith.
I guess.
It was like TV. There's probably like two or three stations on the radio.
And one station on TV. I get it. Oh, so that happened to be the third suicide in 3 months. And, they're like, are we going to call the police? And he's like, shh, the hotel will be closed down.
The cops at this point were probably just like, yeah, there's a bunch of druggies and degenerates there anyway. Of course, people are dying.
Yeah, they just store the body in the meat locker. Like, gross.
That demon whispering in people's ears.
I know. So, yeah. Then outside the observatory, Angel meets Judy and they talk about the suicide. And Angel's just like, he's starting to feel a small connection. So he's like, nope, back to self-isolation I go.
I wonder what I feel a moment of true happiness, would I?
I mean, he wasn't taking no chances. I mean, good grief. The brood mode factor was like on 15. It was turned up to the max.
Must have been pretty attractive if he's that worried, huh?
I think he just didn't want any human connection for whatever reason. He goes through these cycles.
Well, again, what was this, 50 years or so after he got his soul back? So he was feeling the guilt and.
Oh God!
I think it was part of it was he didn't think he even deserved interaction.
Yeah, or I think he was just scared that any interaction would really set him off back to being Angelus. Honestly, very fragile. Yeah. It's just like nobody's likable in the flashbacks at all.
Was it supposed to be ambiguous like that? I was like, yeah, I mean, spoilers. Yeah, was Angel wrong? Angel was wrong for leaving everyone to the mercy of that demon. But two, it was like, yeah, but there really were no innocents there either. That.
Well, maybe the last lady. Just saying. Maybe her. That's it.
There were big sins and little sins, but everyone there was pretty much a sinner.
Well, so are we all.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, in the room talk.
I'm too sober for this. Anyway, what else happens?
I just love when, in the present, Angel's on the phone with Wesley and he's messing with the fuse box. I'm like, dude, you can't even work a cell phone. Why are you doing this? Be for the whole building. That's not gonna end well.
To be fair, it was 2000. Nobody could work a cell phone.
Oh, true.
Damn flip phones. Oh, the horrors.
Me nerd.
The horrors of a flip phone, or worse, Nokia bar phone. Anyway, I'm having bad flashbacks. Moving on.
Something Charlie Esser would like. Let me just put it to you that way.
So sad if it wasn't so true. But Angel talks about how that man wasn't her lover, but it was a private investigator, and she's like, "Oh yeah." Oh, and then she talks about how she's actually like mixed race, and I'm just like, "Oh, so you're passing? Gotcha, sister."
Well, that's what she said. You know.
Yeah.
Pass. Yeah.
But everybody's a liar.
You know, and on this show, it's kind of like I was passing for what, a human? You know, or demon passing for human? No.
No. It's still the 50s. It's that kind of passing.
I was just waiting for Adrian to be like, "Oh, that's nothing."
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, in this universe, anyway.
Try having a demon bonded you.
Or you, yeah. And then, Courtney finds that newspaper clipping about Judy, and I'm just like, oh, okay, thanks.
Put the clues together.
Yes, I know. It's just like, okay, if you're gonna have them doing that in the present, maybe not do that in the flashbacks too. I don't know. I felt like it was overkill. It's like they didn't trust us to be smart enough or something. I hate when like shows over explain.
Yeah.
It's worse than being super simple or like getting your technical jargon, say if you're a computer hacker, wrong.
It's either like they don't think the audience is smart enough, or that, or it's like, well, our story's not that interesting. Maybe people are paying attention. Maybe we have
Listen, I usually love flashback episodes of any show. I call them history lessons, especially like on the Vampire Diaries and the originals. But this one was just, I don't know, this pacing was super slow.
Yeah, kind of. Like I said, the whole episode was like a convenient plot device that get us our new HQ and
yeah, I know. And then like just the whispering, like the ASMR of it all. I'm just like, dude, I'm not into whispering and ear noises. Like, oh, I'm not. Like, that's not my thing. Meanwhile, Angel actually finds that money untouched in the hotel basement, and then he starts noticing that whispering again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so then Wesley's like, oh, something was affecting the residents and the staff. And then she's like, oh, it was a Thessalag demon, also known as a paranoia demon.
Oh, that was good. He's like, wait, how? Wesley's looking at her. How? She's like, oh, Angel's on the phone.
I know. That was great.
He just grabbed the phone like, why, yo?
Oh, yeah. So Angel has this theory that it claimed the land before the hotel was built. And, they wanted to track its whereabouts. And he's like, oh, it's still in the hotel. So let's raise it and kill it. I'm like, and oh, yeah, call gun for some extra muscle.
I knew that was going to be your favorite part. It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to, they're going to banish the demon and raise it and banish it, and it's like, oh yeah, we need some extra muscle, call gun. And I was just waiting for you to like, you started throwing that in, didn't you?
Yeah, my eye is still twitching, but it's okay. Then we kind of cut to another flashback. It's in a bookshop. Denver, I guess is the dude's name or whatever, is watching TV. Angel's like, oh, what's up with raising and killing demons? And then he's like, oh, wait, you're a vampire. And then he like throws the copy of the Bible at him and it burns Angel's hands. And I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like that's not our mythology. A silver cross. Okay, but like just a regular Bible, just leather and parchment paper. I don't know.
I mean, well, this guy does have like the mystical stuff, so unless it was like a
Okay, maybe it was one of those metal Bibles or whatever. I don't know.
maybe it was
One
like,
of those special Bibles. I
maybe
don't
like
know.
blessed by the Pope or something, something,
Yeah, something. Okay.
or like
Okay.
dipped in holy water or something.
Oh yeah, then he chases him out with the cross. It's just like, no, I'm gonna threaten you into helping. Like what? Yeah, nobody in this flashback story is like likable, like I said.
No.
Just want to smack everybody.
Yeah, because the guy's even like trying to like charge him for some book or something. It's like, no, you can give it to me for free.
You know what I always was bummed about is that the vampires in like in the Buffyverse aren't like cool vampires, like the ones on like say the Vampire Diaries where they or even True Blood where they can glamour people and stuff. It's just like these are not the droids you're looking for. Like I don't know.
We know what else was missing though. We get later on that at this point we're not getting lore in every episode.
Yes, of course. Like I instantly loved that guy as soon as he showed up. Unlike Gunn, so like I said, Gunn grows on me. Don't get me wrong. J. August Richards can get it all day, every day, but the character took a while.
Poor Mark Harmon.
Oh, Mark Harmon can get it.
I actually isn't NCIS actually going off the air? We might have to cover that.
I don't know. I'm under 60. I don't know.
I'm under 60 and I watch it. I mean, I used to.
But we know why you're watching it.
Oh, Mark Harmon can get it.
Actually, I can't even watch it anymore because of the whole Tony DiNozzo thing now. So I only watch it in reruns.
Not quite soft and not quite hard.
Philip, those sexual allegations were very serious.
I meant you.
Oh, moving on. Anyway, yeah. So apparently the demon needs to be like corporeal before it can be killed, and so to become corporeal, needs to feed on a large amount of paranoia.
Yeah,
it's like or they can raise it, and they say that raising it is the riskiest choice, and Angel chooses to attempt the ritual anyway.
Yeah, so Wesley showed up with a crystal ball.
And then the Denver is like, I don't understand why a demon would want to help slay another demon to help humans. And he's like, I can't explain it myself at this point.
Gypsies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I know, bro.
So yeah, I love how he comes back to the hotel and it's just a mess of everybody accusing each other of the murder. And then Ronald and Frank are like doing it too, even though they know what happened.
But stupid Judy. I mean, I know they were like ready to like string her up, but it's like, for someone who's had to hide who she is most of her life and people, judging her for being, for being mixed race. She was really quick to say, oh, no, it's him. It was all him. Kill him.
Yeah. Well, that's human nature.
Yeah.
Pass the buck. that is it.
Plus I can say that, the demon was whispering in everybody's ears.
And these also aren't the best people to begin with.
True.
Flashback. Well, yeah. Flash to the present day, and then we see Cordy, Wesley, and Gunn arrive to the group to prepare to start raising the demon. And then this is my favorite thing, though. I am not gonna lie. Wesley and Gunn bickering, being petty as hell. This is my favorite thing of the season. This is the running gag of the season because Wesley's kind of annoying. As much as I love Alexis Denisof as Wesley's a little annoying up until like season 3. So this was kind of cute.
I do like that when he's like, he asked Gunn to hand him the whatever the crystal ball is. He says, "Hand it to me, please." Gets it done. Angel's like, "Guys, ignore whatever it's whispering in your ear." And Cordy's like, "They were like this in the car all the way over."
I know, that was so great. Wesley is easily threatened. Let's just put it to you that way.
He's very paranoid, as the demon pointed out.
Well, he's British. He can't help it.
Am I? Well, maybe they are talking about me.
Yeah. So like when Angel, like, well, back in the flashbacks, you know, amongst the bickering with the private investigator and all that stuff, you know, he's asking where she is. Angel shows up and they're assaulting Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Like I said, she points the finger at Angel.
yeah. And the detective actually ends up knocking Angel down, and he's just getting the hell beat out of him too. They get a rope and they're lynching him, and I'm just like, can we show this at 8:00?
Oh yeah.
8:00, or was it 9:00? I think it was 8:00. I can't remember now.
I think it might have been 8. Yeah, I can't remember.
I know the first season was like 8 or something. So
I think I'm pretty sure it was 8.
yeah, I'm just like, can we show this?
It's like, couldn't Angel have, like, I mean, he has super.
He could have. I would have just ate everybody at that point. I would have had mini jars labeled human blood. You've got an eternity. You're a vampire. Repent. It's fine.
I just wonder if, you know, he has his soul back. If he was just, if part of him was just like, I deserve this.
Yeah, that's part of it. But y'all lucky I ain't a vampire. That's all I'm saying. Death to all my enemies. I will feast on the blood. I will feast on your blood and your bones.
Feast on your blood and what?
Bones.
Oh,
Philip.
Balls. I'm like, what?
Whoa, this isn't Wade's World. Is that a medical term? No, it's a medical term. Anyway, so yeah, basically, the demon shows up behind him, becomes corporeal, and yeah,
and says like, man, did that demon have like a southern accent?
I don't know what that was.
Did it sound like it?
I don't know. It was just a bad, like, hodgepodge accent. I was just like,
oh, like Foghorn Leghorn is like, hey, boy, I'm hungry. What do you say?
oh God.
We feed on some Yankees.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. He jokes that Angel stuck his neck out for a bunch of humans, and it's like, look where it got you. He's like, and he tells Angel that despite her turning on him, he really had made a friend in Judy. And he was like, I'm gonna feed on her for a lifetime.
And we see he does.
Like, for realsies.
Yeah.
Angel's like, I'm not interested. You can have these a-holes.
Well, he said, take them.
Yeah, he's like, peace out, douchebags. So yeah, we kind of flash forward and the ritual is successful, and so the demon thanks Angel. He's like, hey, you brought me more people to feed on. He's like, especially Wesley. Who's the most paranoid and insecure. And I was like, well, where's the lie? He's not wrong.
I know.
And he's like, oh no, you had your last meal long ago. No. He's like, but if Angel's like, fine, wine. And he's like, wait, you're still feeding on somebody? But all the tentacles come out, and I'm just like, into the fuse box, and I'm just like, okay.
I love Cordy. What? No, tentacles.
Yes, exactly. We need that drop.
Oh, Cordy. Oh, yeah, we need that. Oh, yeah, we did.
So Angel goes in at 214.
Wait, Lilith, you know what I do have, though?
Oh, yes, of course.
Quantum tentacles?
Yes, that was a chortle. That is the correct term for a nose snort, is a chortle. Thank you. Moving on. So I think it's room 214 that Angel actually takes up. This is the room that he takes. So he goes into 214. He finds old ass Judy sitting in the chair reading.
So she's just been there all those years. The demon.
Like, did she leave to get food or like what? I need to know.
That's what I'm saying. Was the demon keeping her alive somehow, or was she going back and forth for food and stuff?
I don't know. She's surprised to see Angel though. She's like, "Oh, you look the same."
Yeah, but didn't she know he was different? I
don't know. But she's like, she keeps apologizing for killing him, but he's like, "It's all right."
Well, she might be, she might have dementia or something, especially with the demon.
Yeah, that's what it kind of seemed like to me.
Yeah.
But it also could have been an effect of the demon being alone all that time, or maybe a combination of everything. I don't know.
She might have been She might have thought she was like in hell or something already.
I mean, basically hell on earth. But she like after he forgives her, she actually like she leaves to go outside. And he's like, no, you need to lie down for a little bit before going out.
I'm gonna go outside, but I'm gonna rest for a little bit.
And she dies. I'm like, that heifer is going to hell, son. Like, why'd you do that to that old lady? She is burning, son. She's burning somewhere. Fight me.
And it's like, what did they do with the dead body?
Secretly, he's still feeding on her. And that's the plot twist that we were gonna get in season 6 of Angel.
I thought it was just gonna go into the incinerator.
True. Or maybe she's in the meat locker for all we know. Just saying. Angel has a dark side, even when he has a soul. Just saying.
Well, that's how they're paying the rent on that hotel. They're selling body parts to medical school.
Or, to rich people who need it.
True.
Oh, they were bad guys anyway. Why not put them to good use?
True.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Leslie's like still worried about the demon's comments, and then he comes downstairs and she's like, I'm so glad we can leave the hotel. And he's like, no, Angel Investigations is moving in.
I know. She's like, oh, I'm so glad we're never gonna see this place again. I think we're gonna move in. A couple throw pillows.
The not anymore. And I'm just like, ugh. Like, really, our HQ needed a backstory? That's what you're telling me? Well, damn you, Angel.
I guess they needed some excuse. It's like, why weren't they, if they weren't in there right at the first
Wait,
minute,
did he use the money he found to pay for the hotel? Or
maybe, but
did it ever get explained?
I don't know if they ever explained, but yeah, there's money downstairs. And plus, I mean, when you're a vampire, I think it's like you really have like good savings plans and stuff, Angel
wore the same damn shirt for like 8 seasons. I don't know.
Good thing about nice thing about being a vampire, no body odor.
True. I don't know. I just wish that. I think maybe it comes up. I can't remember. But let's see.
I mean, if you don't have a nice little nest egg socked away when you're a vampire and you're like over like, I don't know, like 100 or 200, then you're just a slacker.
Wouldn't that raise alarms though? Because I mean, let's be honest, Angel's not the smartest person.
Yeah, but I mean, just interest and
True.
You buy stock in this little company called, I don't know,
Apple, IBM, Coca-Cola,
Art.
Yeah.
Just
McDonald's.
I'm not saying you don't have to be that smart. I mean, you
Budweiser.
Yeah, you diversify enough, and it's just you got the time to spend. So
I don't know, like he doesn't seem like a Twilight vampire to me in that aspect, or even a True Blood vampire. So I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Like they actually explain that in those shows. In this universe, not so much. I mean, have you seen the way vampires dress in the Buffyverse? I don't think any of them have money, to be honest. They're too busy living in the shadows and living in
Yeah, but they have to be doing good on the stock market. They have no souls.
Oh, take it easy there, buddy.
I'm sorry, stockbroker.
We joke about lawyers because of Wolfram and Hart. We leave the stockbrokers alone.
I wonder if they with a stockbroker. Huh?
Do you know that Denver makes a reappearance in the episode Reprise as an old man in the present?
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I feel like this was an illusion. Well, not an illusion, but this is like foreshadowing, because remember later in the season, he allows Darla and Drusilla to slaughter the Wolfram and Hart lawyers.
Yes.
So I was just like, oh, that was good foreshadowing. I like that.
That it's in him. Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely was drinking human blood. Not I remember now, not pig's blood. And
Flashback.
Yeah. Like, I'm just like, doesn't that make it worse? I mean, like, first of all, I mean, I'm assuming, like, if you're going to drink human blood, just drink it from the source, because it does congeal and get nasty pretty quickly if you've ever had, like, cuts and stuff, or, seen what blood looks like before they, when they're, like, taking it from you, like, how quick it, like, goes bad, and they have to put that stuff in it. Ugh!
But too, doesn't it, like,
hurt the craving too? Because isn't it?
And
Like,
no, it's human blood. It's like
it's like you're a raging alcoholic, and you're like, oh, I'll only have like one glass of wine or one
shot of whiskey
beer a day. When it's like, well, yeah, isn't that keeping the thirst alive?
Yeah, it was so weird. Maybe he figured it out along the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that also, I think that was why he wasn't really living his best life drinking that human blood, I think, too.
Yeah. Well, because it was probably like a daily reminder of his guilt. His guilt was slapping him in the face like every day then.
And you know what? I think this further proves our theory, because later in Sleep Tight, we see that he's drinking human blood again, and he's very much empathetic. He's less empathetic. He's just like damn near apathetic at that point.
Yeah.
So
he's an angry drunk.
Yeah. The body count was actually pretty high this episode. So
well, yeah, except probably a bunch we didn't even see too, because everyone in that hotel died.
Exactly. I mean, we start off with a suicide.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was basically a bunch of humans and one demon.
I actually honestly, I kind of like Cynical Angel. I do. I don't like Super Broody Angel, but maybe don't get involved as much, because humans are not worth it.
I don't know. I just think, it was just one of the speed bumps on the road to redemption.
Yeah. But then, it's so weird, because I really do feel like this is kind of one of those weird retcons because of the flashback we see of Angel living in New York. And it's just like,
but what year was that? Because
it was pretty close. It was pretty close.
Well, he could have. How long is it going to take him to get? He leaves the hotel. He can get to New York in what? A couple days?
I don't know. How long is a bus ride or a train ride from?
You can drive across the country in a couple days.
In the 50s, though? They were just starting to build highways.
In the 50s?
Yeah, our infrastructure is not that old, Philip. It was post World War II is when we really started building highway infrastructure. So
World War II. I don't know. I thought you could get a.
You could, but it's really small back roads at that point. Not
Yeah, but weren't there buses going cross country at that point?
I don't know. How old is Greyhound?
I don't know.
I'm not Googling it because I don't care that much. But I guess he has vamp speed. We're not Charlie. We're not going to get nitty gritty into this. I bet you Charlie wouldn't know though. Remind me.
Oh, if I don't remind you, if he listens to this, I'm sure he'll be.
I did my research, and I'm gonna kind of fan wank about why the building is historical, because if you look at the exterior shots, it's on Wilshire Boulevard. And it's the actual hotel, Los Altos Hotel and Apartments.
Okay.
We also talked about how we saw that hotel in the back. Well, I did. I think I brought it up, and I fall to pieces. So yeah, it was actually, and it's actually did have famous people like Betty Davis, Mae West, and William Hearst. So it's really cool that they actually kind of sort of based it on that.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I'll give them a pass on the thing being historical. I'll give them a pass. If you're ever in LA, one of the best places is Griffith Park Observatory. It's where Angel and Judy were having those nighttime scenes overlooking Los Angeles.
Ew.
Yeah, because you can actually get up past the smog and actually see something.
All right, I did pull Charlie Esther, and I did Google how old is Greyhound. 105 years, Lilith Hellfire.
Okay.
No, 1914. So.
Okay, maybe he could take a bus, but how long would it take? It takes 4 days, I think.
I was gonna say a couple days, yeah.
It's 4 days. It might be even 5 days.
I was gonna say, it depends how much you stop, because if you go nonstop, you could do it in
Well, buses don't do express. Well, they do, but they don't. They still have to stop. Yeah. So.
Again, in a week he could have, been in.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You can make the math work here.
I know, but it just seems like they were trying to tell one story earlier, and it does kind of sort of feel like a retcon, and they kind of wanted to make him very James Dean-esque, if you will.
She's the one in every cowboy movie. People asking, where'd the horse run off to?
No, never. Never. Like the horse escaped. Good for him. He's not living in a life of servitude. Horses are meant to be free. Fight me.
Fight me, word.
Oh yeah, so I remember the commentary. Tim always, who wrote the episode, says he gets asked what Angel did with the stolen money, and he says that Angel didn't keep it or to use it to buy the hotel. He sent it back to the bank in Kansas, and I'm like, yeah, right. It's a bank. It's bank money. It's insured. You keep it.
I was gonna say that insurance was paid out how long ago? Why would you return it to the bank? I would give it to some charity or something. If you're not going to keep it, give it.
So that kind of sucks, but I still say he used it to buy the hotel. I don't care what Tim says. Sometimes you just got to do death of the author because that don't make sense.
Maybe it was a donation to the bank.
A blood bank, maybe.
Yeah, drop off a couple pints every week. Here's some.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that Tim used to write for the X-Files. So yeah, definitely don't listen to him. His canons are nonsense. If anybody knows anything about X-Files, canon is nonsense to those writers. With the exception of Vince Gilligan, who I will give all the credit to. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was right. This is the first instance where it's shown that Bibles are also harmful to vampires. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Okay. I was trying to remember that they didn't.
Yeah, this is all in my notes down here.
And they didn't show that in Buffy up to this point. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, this is the first instance. Also, like we said, this reference is actually the episode is based on
The Shining.
No, Joseph McCarthy.
Yeah.
Are you now? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? And like you said, the footage you can hear in the episode. So, which is funny because, of course, that era was very much paranoia and fear of the other. So, cute little themes and motifs, people. Cute little themes and motifs.
Good thing we don't have that these days, huh?
Sorry, honey. Yeah. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Also, we got a Lucille Ball reference, the zany redhead. If you don't love Lucille Ball, you can kiss my butt.
Oh.
She's who you have to thank for Star Trek, nerds. I'm just saying, girls in sci-fi, we do it all. I'm just saying. Google that story if you don't believe me. It's true.
Don't be in trouble.
Like I said, there's a ton of references to Rebel Without a Cause because Angel has the red jacket. The leading lady's name's Judy, and then they have that conversation about the end of the world outside the planetarium.
Yeah,
I was just like, okay. Oh, also a Vertigo reference. They really love Hitchcock in this universe. Because that lady's name is also Judy, and she lived in Salina, Kansas as well.
Oh,
yeah. I'm a movie nerd. I'm so sorry.
Surprised no one got killed in the shower.
Oh, we get a Chinatown reference, obviously, because the PI's name is C. Mulvihill. So yeah. So that's Claude in Chinatown, in case you don't know. And then there's Psycho reference, obviously. 68 rooms, 68 vacancies. I was just like, I see what you did there. Yeah, okay. Enough with the pop culture references. I'm sorry. Also, okay, just one more little nitpick. In the money that Judy stole, I saw, new for 2020s that weren't issued until 1996. I was just like, I guess you couldn't find that. Because, yeah, money from back then is definitely a lot different.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't they destroy that? Yeah, after a while, they destroy all that.
They try to.
Well, some people collect, but.
Yeah. Oh, also in after the suicide, there's a single frame you can see two crew members. There's a couple other things. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So we can wrap it up.
Okay. So,
what'd you give it?
Like you said, it's a different episode. It was kind of. I mean, it was interesting. I liked it, but it was kind of slow because of whole flashback thing and everything, and I'd say probably B minus.
Okay, yeah, we're both on track with that. Like I said, my favorite thing about the episode is Wesley and Charles bickering like an old married couple. I really liked all the little pop culture references that were pretty cool. But like I said, does your HQ really need a backstory? No. Answer is no.
But again, it's like if this wasn't the case, then why weren't they there first minute of season 2?
I know.
Because
he stumbled upon it, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they could have did what they did last episode, and then just started this episode with them moving in.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I remember this place. It's vacant. Let's buy it.
Well, I guess this way it has a deep personal meaning to Angel.
Okay, fair enough, but not everything needs a deep personal connection.
Oh, I agree.
Anyway,
mindset, yeah.
Next episode is really when the season gets rolling, so I'm so excited to talk about it. I can't wait.
What's the name of that episode?
Oh God, it's First Impressions.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, again, and this was a weird episode because there was no Lorne, there's no Wolfram and Hart.
Yeah, like I said, I'm so concerned about the whole Darla thing. I'm just like, bro, give it to me now.
Got to stretch it out till the whole season, though.
I know, I feel like if you're gonna do quote unquote a season long arc, every single episode should have at least one breadcrumb in it.
Yeah. But I guess they didn't want to let the cat out of the bag either. It's like, oh hey, we're cute. Is she in sunlight? What?
Yeah, true. I guess you're right. But no, it was just like a lot. It's like you can't just drop that bomb on me and then not address it for like 4 episodes.
Oh, I agree.
So yeah, but anyway, let's do some shameless plugs. We still got Wade's World to do. Scroll up.
All right, everyone. Send your thoughts on this episode or any of the upcoming episodes of season 2. Summer's just started. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook, Angel Chronicles, at Angel TV Podcast on Twitter, and at CL Sidekicks. CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check out Work in Progress. For all of our, it's not a shot.
He's trying to guilt me.
Eventually, for all our stuff, capesandlunatics.org.
Philip is secretly a Thessalac demon.
Are you paranoid? Oh, you don't need me for paranoia. All right, Miss Lilith Hellfire, where can people get a hold of you?
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, I have no idea why. Unless you are trolling, you need to be fed. At Lilith Hellfire on Twitter and at Lilith Hellfire 86 on Instagram.
I want to be a serious actor.
No, I want to make the money. I want to own a studio. You get a vibrating hand and you get a vibrating hand. Whoa.
Oh, for this.
Only if you're good.
Whoa!
This is what Barry tells Iris.
This wasn't Wade's World, Lilith Hellfire.
Scroll up.
All right, that's enough out of you. Thank you, everyone. Join us again next week for the exciting adventures of Captain
Cordy and Gun.
and that paranoid British guy.
Don't forget Insecure.
Yeah. Captain Vampire. I know he doesn't. All right. Come back next time. Just remember, we help the helpless.
Are you sure?